And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at another company that's decided to bend the knee and virtue signal and prove that they're morally superior to everybody else by putting warnings on their previous stock of movies. I don't know if you've guessed who it is yet. Disney. Ready for this? Disney have slapped racism warnings on all of our and their beloved backlog of movies. Things including, are we ready? Peter Pan, Jungle Book, Dumbo, The Aristocrats, Lady and the Tramp. Now, if you're like me, which I'm sure you probably are, you're probably sick to the back teeth of all of this virtue signalling and jumping on the bandwagon as quick as they possibly can. But what this actually tells me, I mean, we'll go through exactly what they've put on stuff. First off, you've got, let's have a look, Peter Pan. There's now a warning on it over how it depicts Native American Indians, because they're referred to in the film as Redskins, and the dancing in Native American headdresses that's part of the film is a form of mockery and appropriation of Native people's culture and imagery. Wow. Next up, Aristocrats. Now they've come up with this one for this. The warning says one of the felines sings in a poorly accented English voiced by a white actor and plays the piano with chopsticks. Do they really think that people are that bothered about this? Does Disney really think that we actually care about any of this? Anyone cares about any of this apart from the extreme offence squad on the left? Do you? Because I don't. Jungle Book. There's one on the Jungle Book. We're ready for this one. Viewers are warned about his perceived, so just because someone perceived it as this makes it so now, okay? Use of negative racial stereotypes. And you know which character they're talking about? King Louis. Absolutely ridiculous, all of this, in my opinion. It's just virtue signalling for the sake of virtue signalling, and hopefully it backfires. Next up, we got Lady and the Tramp. It warns of perceived stereotyping of Asians, Russians and Mexicans. Now this is the sort of thing that they're going to be putting up. This is one of the warnings. This program includes negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures. These stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. Rather than remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from it, and spark conversation to create a more inclusive future together. Disney is committed to creating stories with inspirational and aspirational themes that reflect the rich diversity of the human experience around the globe. To learn more about blah de blah de blah de blah de blah, your video will start in 10 seconds. So you see what I mean? What that actually says to me is, I know they're trying to virtue signal, but it actually proves institutional racism in Disney, does it not? If there's any parents out there, it would be morally corrupt of you to allow your children, or any future children, to own a Disney movie, considering they've effectively admitted that they're institutionally racist, and they have been for a long time. I mean, let's have a look. Lady and the Tramp was 1955, Swift Family Robinson 1960, Aristocrats 1970, so it's throughout their entire history. So lefties, if you're listening, get them. If they've admitted it, I don't care if they've virtue signalled now. They've admitted it, have they not? Hopefully this comes back and bites Disney like it does all the rest. To all companies out there, don't do the same as what these companies are doing. You get involved in politics and it always goes down the same route. Have you heard the term political suicide? Stop virtue signalling and just do what you would do best, and you won't encounter the phrase. We all know the phrase, and it seems to come true over and over and over again. Get woke, go broke. Let me know your opinion on this one. It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? They're all jumping on the bandwagon. I think they think that it makes them look good, when in fact it makes them look like racists, to be honest. As someone that's colourblind, all of this says that Disney is still racist. If they're thinking that an apology on every movie is required to defeat racism, they're the real racists. But what say you? If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share it out everyone. I'll see you on the next one.